What's up, everybody? So today we're just going to talk about the actual mass program for the first 4 weeks that we're looking with. So we'll call this mass phase 1. This will be broken up into a few different workouts, with the primary one being your mass 1.1. So this will play out basically exactly the same as last year. The only changes we've made is deadlift and bench press will be in the first group, and then front squat and barbell row will be in the second group. I'm doing this for the sake of class sizes. That way a group can have a bar on the rack and a bar on the floor, and then the other group can have a bar on the rack and a bar on the floor. That way we don't have 4 barbell movements and then 4 accessory-ish movements. So, in saying so, let's say you are more interested in seeing your squats grow this time around than deadlifts. I would recommend that you start with that second portion and then go to the top portion. So it's just an EMOM, you got a minute at each exercise. The goal is to accomplish 15 reps within a rough 30-second time frame. That way you have 30 seconds of rest each time. So you get 4 exercises, minute of rest, 4 exercises, minute of rest. Typically the exercises you do first will be able to commit a little more effort or add more weight to over time. So the things that you really want to see grow, do first. If you're not too concerned about it, just go down the list in the standard order. You're still going to reap plenty of benefits from this training. Big purpose of mass is that we are kind of touching all of our bases in a strength conditioning format, and this just really allows you to accumulate a lot of reps. Great opportunity to really progress each movement over time, increase load, and just your ability to deal with each of these activities or exercises. So mass was originally written for a single individual that had a garage gym that had everything you could care for, and they were on a 30-minute time constraint. So mass really checks the box of here's everything you would possibly need, gets you done in 30 minutes, and you will break a sweat and feel exhausted afterwards. And of course, build some muscle, build some strength, and improve your conditioning components. The original mass was this Monday workout. Slightly different. The minute of rest here was at the end, so it was 2 full minutes of rest at the end. Point being, we've changed some things to just try and fit the class environment a little more appropriately. And this workout was also 3 days a week. Mass 2 was slightly different, just added a little more specificity for individuals to be able to do something that wasn't just, here is the textbook example of how to build strength conditioning, but allowed you to, again, get more specific with things. So, to cut all the jazz out of the way, or kind of the preface of mass, again, the thing you want to see grow, do first. Our Wednesday workout, this will be your mass 1.2. It's going to be dumbbell mass, as I like to put it. And this is something I like to do for, let's call it general connective tissues of the body, maintenance for the joints, and kind of humbles you a little bit. So this one is going to be with dumbbells or kettlebells. It is going to be a 2-second descent and a 2-second ascent. So 2 down, 2 up, every single rep. At 15 reps, each movement should take a full minute. We'll be going every 2 minutes. So this one is going to, like I said, support general connective tissue. We're not moving as much load because we're kind of governed by the dumbbells, but gives you an opportunity to have some high quality movements because of the slow tempo. Really be specific about muscles you're really trying to tax here. So this is a great way to continue to maintain the activities, still have some form of progressive overload without just doing this twice or 3 times a week and beating us all to hell with a bunch of barbell activities. So this will be how we start week 1 and week 2. Your Monday and Wednesday are the mass components for the first 2 weeks. The Tuesday, Thursday will be more of conditioning. We try and stay a little bit more away from the weights. That way you can really push the Monday, Wednesday. And then at the moment, our Friday is going to be more of a, let's call it traditional CrossFit workout. Keep some high intensity stuff involved and still be able to touch on a little bit of our Ollie lifts. As we move into the next 2 weeks, the back half of our first month, the Monday workout will stay the same. Like I said, if you accomplish all 15 reps, unbroken, and preferably with a consistent movement, as to say you're not pausing at the top, then I would go up on those exercises. Even more specifically, the exercises you really want to see improve. Going up on everything is still an option, but you can go up more on 1 or 2, maybe 3 things at a time. So now our Wednesday workouts are going to change. This is going to be some more accessory type stuff in the part C and a little more weight bearing activity for your part B. So this is essentially just a piece of the Monday. You have every 2 minutes for 3 rounds, still a 15 rep goal, still looking for unbroken and consistent movement, but you got deadlift and bench press paired together. You don't have 6 other things you got to worry about. So you can really go a little bit heavier here, really commit yourself to those 2 movements. So great opportunity to get heavier than you were on the Monday workouts without too much excessive fatigue or wear and tear on the body. And then we'll follow up with some more accessory stuff that is just more specific to certain muscles that we are using during our compound lifts. So again, let's just call it general joint maintenance, care for the body kind of things, a little bodybuilder style stuff for you. Feels good, looks good ordeal. So this will now be a Wednesday and Friday. So now mass will be Monday, Wednesday, Friday for the back half. Same thing Friday, you got back squat, barbell rows, so your other 2 components over here. And then we have some additional bodybuilding style accessory movements for you. So that's more or less the overview how the first month of mass is going to go. We will organize the class into certain, let's call it stations, where we'll have front squats and bench in a certain area, and then your deadlifts and barbell rows in a certain area. So chances are you'll end up partnering up in groups of 2 to 3 or 4 even, just to make sure class flow runs smoothly. Just a long 30-minute EMOM for you. And this is going to be a great place to really build general volume of being able to move heavier weights. You're going to be much more comfortable and confident when you start seeing rep schemes of 15 or so in a traditional CrossFit workout. Strength gains are going to be improving over time. We're definitely going to be able to put on some muscle mass with this kind of activity. And conditioning is definitely going to be taxed and trained during this 30-minute ordeal. So it is still going to be very tedious, very tough on the body. So please make sure you're sleeping well, eating well, taking care of your mobility. Treat your warm-up in class like you care about it. And if you got questions, anything, please let us know. We're here to support you however we can. Last thing I want to touch on, we'll be using our one attempt max wattage row as a pre-phase for each of our mass Monday workouts. The max wattage row is a very let's call it relatively low skill and easy to hop into activity where you can really see how much power you can produce. You don't need to warm up a power clean to 200 pounds or take a bunch of time with technique or anything. You just plop on a rower, you're done in 10 seconds or less, and you get immediate feedback of a number that's relative to your ability to produce power that day. So this will be an easy way to kind of track how powerful or strong you are over time, and we'll be using some different metrics as we move into the next 2 phases. So again, mass phase 1, this will be your first month of activities. So yeah, good luck and enjoy the ride, Jill.